Greetings, fellow Force users. We got some updates to the Battlefront Project Power Mod version 3 here. Now this is an unreleased version of the mod. So first off, we got the Bothan, which is part of a class that I call the Speed or Mobility class. So this Bothan is extra fast, has dual pistols, still has all the original stuff. He has an incinerator. He's been reskinned to make it look more like he has like a space suit. The hair has also been fixed so it looks a little cleaner. And now if you notice, the original Bothan model for Battlefront 2, he has two holsters on either side, so it makes sense that he has dual pistols. It's just part of the reason I wanted to make this version of him. Now this would have been a good infiltrator for the new Battlefront game, instead of the Ewoks, because that's, you know, they were running out of resources and time, I guess, but I was not too crazy about having Ewoks on every map running around. It's kind of goofy, but they didn't do it because it's the best thing. They did it because that's what they could do. In the new Battlefront, we don't got cloaking devices or anything like this, so it's kind of fun to play as. For the Imperials, Dark Trooper, as you can see, he has a rifle with an underbarrel rocket launcher. Now this is how they should have done the Jet Troopers in the new Battlefront game. They all should have had rifles with underbarrel rocket launchers, like the New Order Jet Trooper, instead of pulling out an RPG out of God knows where. It's just kind of weird. I think when they redid the First Order Jet Trooper, it was kind of like, well, we can't redo all the Jet Troopers, but we'll redo just this one, how we originally would have wanted to do it. That was the impression I got. Now, if I ever do mod the new game, I might do a visual mod where all the Jet Troopers have rifles with underbarrel rocket launchers. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see that. But I would have to get some money together so I could get a PC that could play the new Battlefront game. I mainly just play on PlayStation 4 right now. So the New Republic Jet Trooper has a jump pack, a burst jetpack, or whatever you want to call it. And now the Dark Trooper has a hover pack. Now this model that the Jet Troopers use with the underbarrel rocket launcher is a kit bash I made with the original models that came with the game. He also has a melee and EMP grenades. The Droideka has the shield that I made a long time ago. I actually released this texture for the shield, so a lot of people use it as well. We got the first person. We have it so he shoots double lasers out of his laser cannons like it should. So the new officer class is also kind of a support class, and all of the support units are going to have a deployable. So the Wookie has a shield, and of course you can see he has a sword. This sword I got from, I didn't get it from the Battlefront 1 S. It was a Battlefront 1 axe that I reshaped into a sword. And he has a ground slam attack with it. When I picked up the mod again back around Star Wars Day, May the 4th, that was specifically what I wanted to do. And around the same time, they updated the Wookiee in the new game with a ground slam attack too, so we both had kind of the same idea there. Of course, the Wookiee has a bowcaster still, and it's different now. It doesn't charge up; it just is automatic. Try out this ground slam here. Boom! His bowcaster has a single shot mode and a fury kind of mode where it's does the spread out shots. Now the Imperial officer has a lot of the same kind of thing. He uses a armored model now though. He has a pistol, melee, rage, all that. But he also has the E-Web, deployable turret. Now, that's something I would have liked to see in the new game, but they didn't put it in there. I think they had something like that in the first Battlefront game. I haven't gotten around to playing that one yet. It just didn't have enough content for me to want to play it. I didn't even have a PlayStation 4 when they came out with Battlefront 2015. Now the turret also has a first person I got working, which is kind of nice. And instead of his sonic pistol is more of a concussive blaster kind of deal now. It'll knock people over, do more damage, and he also has the mortar, so you can sonic people, knock them down, and then finish them off with the mortar. And the AI will use that against you if you play as a Jedi class, and that's pretty hard to take down. Next up, the Magna Guard has very similar weapon setup to the Imperial officer, but he also has a Magna staff. Now I just made this model. The original version of my Battlefront project, he worked more like Darth Maul. And I'm not sure who made the Magna staff in that version, so I decided to make my own staff. It's not that hard to make, really. And he has the Geonosian gun instead of the Bulldog RLR goofy thing. I was really kind of disappointed with the Magna Guard and the Republic officer when they came out with this game. But this is a much more satisfying version of him. Of course, he has auto turret. Snipers don't have auto turret anymore. They have a recon droid, but the auto turret is going to be used by this Magna Guard here. Mortar, launcher mode, on a concussive. This is a more powerful than the Geonosian sonic blaster. Now the Magna Guard staff, you have to charge it to turn it on, and then you can just whack people with it once. So next up we got the Republic Arc Gunner. Now this skin on this Arc Gunner, or officer, whatever you want to call him, 501st officer, is based off of the ARC troopers you see in the rescue on Hypori in Clone Wars Volume 2. There's an ARC trooper with this giant laser cannon, and that's what this skin is based on. And you see we got the first person for the chain gun. I had to kind of change up this model so it would look better in first person. And all the officers have this new recon droid which flies around like a star fighter. You can go all around the map with this new recon droid and explore, kind of look around at things, which is something they don't have in the new Battlefront game. They don't have any deployable turrets you can use, or recon droids, or any controllables, which was something nice that the old Battlefront had.